You can ask me what you want.
Why are you scared? There's no reason to be scared. You're just like,
You're the one that wanted it going.
how can your family get this? Why go in 94 in the back? Why can't we go in 94?
Is that the one in the back?
Everyone listens to that stage.
Because we're in this studio. That's where the show's going to be.
Why is everyone listens to 94.1?
The state project deal. Columbus Dispatch citing sources report
This is Kathy. She's running our board for us.
You get it where you're standing,
Yes.
unfortunately.
$170 million.
Ready? We'll switch.
Will colleges to increase tuition by 3.5% of the following 2 years. Community Essential honor the memory of Twinsburg police officer Joshua McTarian.
America is a referral agency for debt relief services.
You may not think you have a credit problem. You may not even think of
So we're not
yourself
going to wait
as
until it's time for me to
but
come
if you always have a balance on your credit cards, if you're only making minimum payments or late payments, your time is running out. Before the lawyers get involved, get smart and get debt-free.
And welcome back to our program. Monday morning, want to say again hello to my Uncle Bob Allgood, who's visiting from Georgia. You've heard me talk about Georgia quite often. I love that place. In fact, I'm writing a book about my experiences growing up in Georgia. And you'd be surprised from some of the conclusions that I'm going to reach. Also, we're talking with folks from the Ulster Project today. Got Victoria Clary from Canton, she's a Catholic. A 15-year-old Rebecca Breen from Northern Ireland, she's a Protestant. Scott Robinson's 20 years old, he's from Northern Ireland, he's also a Protestant. Don Cirelli's one of the advisors. We have some other folks we're going to bring in as well. But Victoria Clay, you're from Canton, right?
Yeah.
And before we come to your interview, I want to catch Pat's call because she's been hanging on a long time. Hi, Pat. You have a comment? Mm-hmm. Which side? Just asking, just asking. Yeah, you're right, you're right. In Ireland. What about you, Scott? You ever heard that phrase?
I've heard of Ulster Scotch, but that's a wee bit different. It's like a different language, that type of thing, but not really referred to like that, no. Not in Northern Ireland, anyway.
I'm Sephora, and this is the 7th year that my family's done it, and it looks like a lot of fun for them, and to make new friends with people from a different country.
Now, as a Catholic, do you understand the animosity that Catholics in Northern Ireland have toward Protestants and vice versa?
Yeah, they talk about it sometimes, like they don't really get along, but I think it's gotten better.
And Scott Robinson, he's 20 years old. He's from Northern Ireland. Scott, what do you think about all of that? I mean, all of the rancor between Catholics and Protestants.
I think the main problem with it isn't the religious side of it. Like, there's only about 1 or 2% make it a problem in Northern Ireland. You know, it's a minority that makes a majority look bad, if you know what I mean. But it's not really the religious side of it so much as a cultural thing. But you know, because of history and stuff, like people just who live in different areas call themselves Protestant or Catholic, but wouldn't really be religious, if you know what I mean.
WHBC. Welcome back to our program. Just wants to ponder on Ron Thomas. 74 degrees out there, regain the degree. That's what we do around here on Points to Ponder. We kind of keep it up, don't we, Kathy? Kathy's in control today. That's why she plays Great House, because that's a theme song for us. She's in Great House. Well, welcome back to our program. We're talking about the Ulster Project, which is a project that brings students from Northern Ireland to the United States, Protestant students and Catholic students, to try to get find out what our country's like, and to also hopefully take back some good ideas back to their country. We just interviewed Don Cirelli, Scott Robinson, a 20-year-old Northern Ireland Protestant student, 15-year-old Rebecca Breen, she's from Northern Ireland, she's a Protestant, and 14-year-old Victoria Clary, Canton Catholic, And Dianne Ferry is here with us now. Dianne, you are Victoria's mom. And,
Yes, I am.
okay, grab those headphones. Also Conor right there. We got to share here, guys. And Dianne, what is your role in the Ulster Project?
I am the chairperson and the treasurer.
And why do you involve yourself?
I enjoy meeting the kids. I like to share good points of Canton High.
Okay, takes how long? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. And Conor Brown. Conor is from Northern Ireland. And how old are you, Conor?
I'm 15.
Okay, if you are Catholic or Protestant?
I'm Catholic.
Okay, and as a Catholic, do you get along with Protestants?
Yeah, I mean, say over the past like 10 years, say a lot has changed. I mean, it used to be sort of like Catholics, Protestants, and everything separated. Now I find myself like not even viewing it as a sort of difficulty whenever I'm socializing with people. I don't even think about it as a problem.
Are you unusual in that respect? Or is that normally not that the norm?
Well, I think it depends kind of where your sort of denominations are from. Some people like from different areas, maybe sort of how would you describe it, sort of rougher areas, sort of some nice areas that might be common to them, but I think in sort of the general case of Northern Ireland, it's changing to get on with one another. So.
Why do you think that happened? Why is it Catholics and Protestants can't get along? And you're Catholic.
Yes.
Okay. Why are you involved in the Ulster Project?
Well, my sister was the first one to find out about it, I think through our church. And when she was done with it, she said she had a lot of fun. And then the next year, I remember Mrs. Clary called me up like a couple days before and asked if I wanted to do it. And I said sure. And then I did it, and it was a lot of fun. And then I did it the next year too, and so this is my third year doing it.
Okay, let's go to the phone and talk with Wayne.
I'm from Tory in Southern Ireland, and my mother's father from Donegal, which isn't part of Northern Ireland, but I'm on the northern part of Ireland.
Are you guys familiar with that?
Yeah, actually my relatives are actually visiting Donegal at the minute, so.
Oh, okay.
And so my mother's family is the McGonigal clan, and my father's family is the Moynihan clan, but both Irish Roman Catholic. And I think that the key is that tolerance isn't something we're born with, it's something we're taught. You know, and we need to be tolerant of each other's beliefs, you know, and respect each other's beliefs. And I love this program because, you know, it's been a thing for, you know, my family's heritage that, you know, to have to deal with that violence in Ireland for years. Especially my grandfather's family, they grew up in Donegal because that's like 12 miles from Northern Ireland, and they definitely have a lot of troubles up there. And I want to ask, I know the people you have are kind of young, but one of the things Ireland has that's kind of interesting is they do have a universal health care system, and you hear all these horror stories that you have to wait months and years to get any treatment. And I just wonder if any of them know if that's even true or if that's just something that's a myth.
Good question. Conor, do you know that?
The question, are you asking about healthcare, like whether it takes years to get healthcare, or?
Yeah, they try and scare us that we don't want healthcare for all our citizens in this country, because countries like yours, the service is terrible. If you have to have an operation, you got to go on a waiting list for years in order to get that. And I just wonder if you've had any experience with that.
Well, me personally, I haven't had experience of it, but I have heard some horror stories of people sort of things like heart transplants and all different sort of transplants. I think that they can take years to get because you have to be on sort of a waiting list. But the general health care for, like, maybe say if you do something like you break your arm or you do something like that, I mean, that's generally pretty easy to use anyway.